Hey posers, welcome to another one of the Black and White Delights reviews of Smackdown. First off, I'd like to thank my loyal subscribers. The new ones are Crime Over, Mondino 1980, and Silverback Ninja. I like that name. Next off, I'd like to address Biebercaholic, or shall we call you now, Hardycaholic? Since I know that Jeff Hardy and his drug addict ways appeal to you and your generation, I might just start calling you Hardycaholic. But it's okay, because you know, in the upcoming Wrestling Revolution Tag Team Championship contest, we will have the first ever Wrestling Revolution Tag Team Champions crowned when the Enigmas, D. Jose 101 and myself win. If any of you want to enter, all you have to do is register your tag team on WrestlingRevolution.com. All you have to do is find yourself a fellow YouTuber, and you guys just need to make a collaboration video together. It is not about quality. It is not about, you know, it's about the topics you discuss or the things you do, whether they're entertaining, whether they're interesting. The most creative video will win. I just want to make sure everybody knows that just because you edit, you know, you do your half and they do their half and you do it perfectly and you edit it together, that doesn't make it you're gonna win. We're looking for creativity. So you can have a crappy camera and someone talking to you on the phone, and if it's the best one, you'll win. So, Hardycaholic, I guess your partner CJ, you guys haven't even registered on the site for what I can see. So you want some? Come get some. Because me and D. Jose 101, we're taking you all out. Let's jump into this week's Smackdown.
Get ready for the Smackdown! Get ready for the Smackdown! How you gonna react when you're putting your back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the Smackdown!
This week's Smackdown is in my backyard of Dayton, Ohio. We start off with an in-ring promo with Kane throwing a hissy fit. If you want to make any monster-type character look fake, or I'm sorry, look bad, look underrated, you do what you're doing right now to Kane. This was a terrible thing to do to Kane. He's begging Edge to give Paul Bear back. I mean, it's so awful that you don't do this to a monster. It decredits the monster. And he's begging Edge to give Paul Bear back. So then, of course, Edge shows up on the Titantron and he says he needs to get some practice with swinging the chair again. So he does it, and eventually, after a couple fake swings, he actually hits Paul Bear in the back, which I don't think he really does. He's probably like hitting a pole that's in between him and the wheelchair and whatever. So anyway, Kane then, of course, gets pissed off, runs to the back, and then Edge is standing over Paul Bear and he hits him again with the chair while he's laying on the floor. Oh! But it's a fake Paul Bear. Man, he gets me every time. I can't believe that. We haven't overdone this angle at all. Next, we go to the first match of the night, which is going to be Jack Swagger versus Kaval. This match actually started out really good. These two guys were working really well until Kaval got a legitimate ankle injury. He was up in the victory roll position. He jumped off of him and landed on his feet, and he seriously tweaked his ankle. I'm pretty sure it's probably either hyperextended or broken. If you want to know what hyperextended is, ask Classic 1333. I'm sure he could give you a medically sound example of what about hyperextending is. Speaking of Classic 1333, this week we are going to be debuting Classic's web exclusive content, which is going to be called Classic MD, where he explains to us the wrestling ramifications of a spinal cord injury using Stone Cold Steve Austin as the example. That's just a shameless self-plug there for our web-exclusive content only on WrestlingRevolution.com. Tune in, find out. Anyway, so Kaval gets this ankle injury, and he has balls, man. This guy goes for another 5-6 minutes in this match, and he still like pulls off spinning heel kicks and all that, and in the end, he really was just suffering at the end. Jack Swagger does a chop block while he's on the apron to his leg, pulls him in, puts him in the ankle lock. Kaval taps out. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator, find out what I gave this match. 3 out of 5 Green Rangers. This match wasn't all that great because Caval got that ankle injury early on, but Caval had balls to do what he did in the ring with that injured ankle. He probably screwed it up even worse. So Caval, I give you props, but it might not have been the smartest thing in the book. After that, Jack Swagger says that, he should be the #1 contender, and he protests this Intercontinental title match between Kingston and Ziggler tonight. Yeah, whatever. Match 2 of the night, which is the up moment of the year for SmackDown. It's Hornswoggle versus Swagger's Soaring Eagle, or whatever it's called. Chavo Guerrero in the bird outfit. What a crock of crap. This was a stupid match. It was stupid. Hornswoggle, to win, Hornswoggle, started throwing bird seed on the ground or corn or something. The bird started going after it. Hornswoggle did a drop kick to his head. And then eventually hit the tadpole splash and got the 3. What? This is worse than midget wrestling. This is worse than... Actually, some of those midgets could actually wrestle. This is worse than... whatever other bad ideas the WWE's had. This is probably one of the worst matches, gimmick things ever. They need to stop this immediately and forget about it. Next, we go to a backstage promo with Teddy Long, Santino, and Kozlov. It basically is Santino singing "We Are the Champions" and Kozlov holding a lighter up and going like this. I like Santino and Kozlov as a team. I just don't think they're tag champs. They're a jobber team. They should be comical, which is what Raw's good for, which is those comical moments, but I really don't think that this is that great of an idea to make them tag champs. Next, we go to a classic backstage promo by Dolph Ziggler. It's just a normal, average, everyday promo where Todd Grisham is interviewing him, and he basically says that he's going to beat Kofi Kingston tonight. It was actually a really good cut promo by Dolph. I kind of miss these promos that they used to do, and Dolph delivered. That leads us into the 3rd match of the night, which is Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental Championship. And I'll tell you what, this match started off great. Kofi Kingston hit some great, nice, quick roll-up pin attempts in the early goings in this match. We go into a commercial break after Kofi's using his high-octane offense, and we come back, and Dolph Ziggler has, of course, got Kofi Kingston grounded. That's more Dolph Ziggler style. He's got him grounded and wrestling him on the mat. After a little bit later in the match, Kofi Kingston hits a slingshot on Dolph Ziggler into the corner, and of course, Kofi Kingston regaining control. Vicky, at this point, Kofi Kingston is pretty much winning the match. Vicky Guerrero gets on the apron and distracts the referee and Kofi. Dolph Ziggler gets the sleeper hold locked in. Kofi Kingston fights out of it, and towards the end, Kofi Kingston, I do believe, hits a Trouble in Paradise. Then he's going for the 3 for the Intercontinental Championship. Jack Swagger comes in and locks Kofi up in the ankle lock and on the outside of the ring. Drags him outside, locks him in the ankle lock, and of course hurts him or whatever. Which I guess, I'm hoping this will lead to a triple threat for the Intercontinental title. I'm guessing, I don't know. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I gave this match. 4 out of 5 Yellow Rangers. This would have actually been a 5 out of 5 if the match would have been cleanly. Like if Dolph would have won cleanly or, used some little dirty tactic. But, I mean, the DQ kind of lowered the standard for me. So, it was a very good match, though. I enjoyed it. Backstage promo with Edge. He basically drops a dummy Paul Bearer off a high ledge or something like that. It was another, wow, holy crap, Paul Bearer is not really there. We go to an in-ring promo with the Master Lock Challenge with Rasheen. Rody Rhodes. Basically, Cody wipes off the chair with wipes. Then he tells Masters to file his nails before he locks in the Master Lock. Then, Chris Masters slaps him on the face a couple of times, and Cody goes crazy. Of course, whenever people touch his face, he goes nuts. So, Cody's going nuts. He's like, give me my jacket, and he wants to look in the mirror on his jacket while he's kind of standing outside on the apron. Masters grabs him, puts him in the Master Lock, pulls him in the ring. Cody Rhodes is out. Cody Rhodes, of course, failing the Master Lock Challenge. Match for the night is Santino and Kozlov, the Tag Team Champions, versus Chavo and his partner of choosing, the Chosen One, Drew McIntyre. One of the notable things I have in this match is at the very beginning of this match, Michael Cole Jr., a.k.a. Josh Matthews, says, "Cole, what are you doing here?" And I'm asking the same question. What is Cole doing on SmackDown? We've got Matt Striker. We don't need Michael Cole. Michael Cole can go back to Raw and get RKO'd all week. I don't care. This match was okay. Santino, was mostly, Kozlov in the ring against Chavo and Drew McIntyre. Santino comes in, gets some offense in, gets beat up, and then he hits the Cobra on Chavo and rolls up Chavo for the win. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I gave this match. 2 out of 5 Black Rangers. Nothing too crazy. A little entertaining, but nothing. No, it was actually a match. I mean, it wasn't a joke. Kozlov actually got a chance to wrestle, which he can do if they give him the shot. Match 5 of the night is Layla versus the Divas champion, Natalya. This match was okay. Beth Phoenix came out with Natalya. This was some good back and forth action between two women wrestlers who can wrestle. Layla and Natalya can actually wrestle. This match lacked time. But there was a nice boot out of the corner by Layla on Natalya, and then a nice double clothesline by these two divas. In the end, Natalya just locked in the, not locked in the sharpshooter. Michelle McCool tried to help Layla get to the ropes, but Beth Phoenix came and pulled Michelle McCool out of the ropes. Layla taps out. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator and find out what I gave this match. 3 out of 5 Pink Rangers. This match was okay. I mean, it teetered on a 2, but I think there was some decent action in this match by two decent women wrestlers. Next, we go to the 6th match of the night, which is the main event, which is Kane and ADR versus Edge and Rey Mysterio. At the beginning of the match, Kane doesn't show up. Teddy Long comes out and says, "Okay, playa, I guess you're facing, it's a handicap match. You're facing these two by yourself." So, of course, Edge and Rey Mysterio dominate ADR, and then eventually, finally, Kane comes out. Edge and Kane fight on the outside for a while, and then, they go back and forth and beat the crap out of one another. Edge heads towards the back, Kane follows. Then it becomes a one-on-one match between ADR and Rey Mysterio, which is actually a really good match. This is actually the saving grace of this match. These guys did a really good job working together. ADR and Rey Mysterio, two great workers in the ring. Rey Mysterio and ADR hitting some great spots back and forth. But in the end, Rey Mysterio hit a 619 on ADR and then hit a splash off the top rope for the 1-2-3. So Rey Mysterio gets the win. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I gave this match. 3 out of 5 Red Rangers. As I said, it was the saving grace for this match was after Edge and Kane left. The handicap portion was okay. It's just you had 3 really good workers in the ring, and then Kane came out, and they're really good workers. After the match, Edge was of course in the back, and there was a wheelchair on top of a platform on top of 3 ladders. And of course, Edge is like, "Oh, Paul, I hope you don't hate heights." And as Edge is running away from Kane, Kane's like, "Oh yeah, another dummy." And then Edge is like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that, Kane." And Kane pushes the wheelchair that's on top, pushes the whole structure over an Edge. And of course, after a couple minutes, when Paul Bear gets in position down there, because it wasn't Paul Bear who fell off this ledge, it actually looks like Paul Bear fell. So the one time that Edge was telling the truth, Kane didn't believe him. What a coinky-dink. These guys can cut great promos, but this whole dummy verse, thing is just kind of dumb. Anyway, the show cuts out with Edge going like, "I told you so." Come on, Edge, really? The story's kind of taken like a Dumb and Dumber turn to it. It's just not. These guys cut great promos, but this week's promos were just kind of ridiculous, I think. And the Dummies thing is just done. They need to stop the Dummies. Anyway, let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator and find out what I gave this whole night as a whole. 3 out of 5 Blue Rangers. I thought it was a pretty good night. Some of the promos were lacking. As I said, the dummy thing is overdone. In the beginning was eh. The rest of the promos I thought were pretty good. Anyway, that wraps it up for this week's review. Don't forget to check out WrestlingRevolution.com and sign up for our Tag Team Championship contest. Bring a friend, become a team, become a legend. I'm Grumpy Cheeto, and I am awesome.